You know I'm back, like I never left.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Studio B, where we continue our Senior Spotlight series, talking to a variety of seniors from different teams, clubs, and organizations about their favorite memories and experiences here at PHS. For my next Senior Spotlight, we're talking to Emelie Gallow. For the past 2 years, she's been a member of the Chamber Choir, and last year, she was Catherine Plummer in Newsies. So stay right here for Emelie's interview. And now on the Panther Podcast, Emelie Gallow. Emelie, thanks for coming on the podcast today.
Thank you for having me.
Last year, you were one of the leads in the school's productions of Newsies. What was that experience like for you?
It was a huge confidence boost to get, a big part like that. And it was a lot of fun. The role was very similar to me with like the sassy and sarcasticness, but it was also just a deep character because she changed a lot throughout the show. And yeah, it was a really fun time.
And it was cool seeing you up. You've worked, as you said, you worked for the past 2 years to get to that leading position, and then to finally get that and get such a character that was so identical to you almost, like you said. Must have been really good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And then over your time here at PHS, you've been involved in many theater productions. What has been your favorite and why?
I think definitely Mary Poppins was my favorite. It's like a close tie between Newsies and Mary Poppins, but Mary Poppins has that like magical aspect to it, and and I grew up watching the Mary Poppins movie, so to be able to like live that magic, I guess, it was a really cool experience, and it's definitely my favorite show I've ever been in.
And then, what's the last thing you do before the curtain goes up? Is there a routine or any superstitions you have to do? Because I know some actors and actresses have their little routine before they go on.
Kind of just do some breathing exercises and just warm up and remind myself that like I've practiced for so long and I know I can do it. So.
And then, when did you know you wanted to pursue your passion in the performing arts?
So I've been doing theater since I was in the 2nd grade, and kind of, I would say, like, ever since then, I've always known it's something that I want to do for the rest of my life, but definitely my 8th grade year, when I had to decide which high school to go to, I chose Plainfield because of their theater program, and I realized that's what I want to continue doing, so.
And now flipping it over to the more of the senior-based questions, what is one of your favorite memories here at PHS?
Probably joining the theater program my freshman year and like being able to establish like a good friend group that I've been friends with for literally the entirety of my 4 years at Plainfield. Like even kids that have graduated, I still keep in touch with them, which is awesome because like I know a lot of times after high school, it's really hard to keep in touch. So.
I know I've talked about this with other guests. Having that second family in the high school is very key to get you through the hard days when you don't want to go to school as much. But when you have that second family to say, they're going to go right by your side and pick you right up.
Yeah.
And then, what has been your favorite class and why?
So, honestly, my favorite class has been, I took Honors Shakespeare this year. And at first I didn't want to take Shakespeare because, like, I was like, oh, boring. But, like, going into theater for a career, I thought it would be good to take that class. And I think it's my favorite just because it's a small class, but we're very close with each other, and we just know how we like make it fun, and yeah.
You make it an enjoyable experience for yourself instead of dreading saying, "Oh, I gotta go read Shakespeare." You're like, "Okay, I gotta go read Shakespeare." It's all about how you think about it and how you make it a fun time, and that's what it sounds like you guys are doing, making it a fun time.
Yeah, and Mr. Green's a really good teacher, and he makes us have a lot more fun too. So.
And then, what advice would you give to an incoming freshman, and why?
Honestly, like, don't sweat the small stuff. You're gonna get a lot of work, but just make sure you do it, and don't stress yourself out over it though, because the more you stress out over it, the harder it's gonna get for you to do it. So.
And now, before you go on stage, what is that go-to pump-up song?
So I'm a theater kid, so I'm gonna pick a theater song, but the musical Jesus Christ Superstar is literally some of the best music I've ever listened to. It's high energy, it's rock, and the overture to that show, like even when I work out, that's what I listen to because it just has such a high energy. So.
That's what you're looking for. High energy, get you in that mood. So, see, you answered that question perfectly. And then, with all this unexpected free time, what have you been watching and or listening to?
I've been reliving my childhood and listening to Justin Bieber's first album because why not?
Nice. The
Um,
Biebs.
I've been watching TikToks, which I have been doing all year, but it's just I have more time to watch
Yeah,
them
everyone's
now.
been. Yeah, everyone that I know is like just increased their TikTok intake because of all this free time. They're like, I am just on there 24/7.
And I've been able to make a lot more TikToks too, which is really fun. So, yeah, and then I also been binge watching everything on Disney Plus because why not? Kind of just reliving my childhood, you know?
Exactly. You take the time to relive before you're going on to that next chapter in your life.
Yeah.
And now, what's your favorite emoji and why?
All right. I have like 3 favorites, so I'm gonna do my top 3. So
Okay.
my first favorite, well, one of my favorites is that one that's like,
Okay.
and then another one of my favorites is the one that goes, I don't know, because I use it all the time because I never know anything. And my number 1 favorite is that one that's like,
Oh, okay.
I feel like you can add that to any text message and it's just gonna
Liven it up. Yeah, it's gonna liven it up. Yes.
And I also like it because I can literally do it, so it's fine.
Exactly. And yeah, and you can use it anywhere. That's what we're looking for in favorite emojis that are most relatable.
Exactly.
That you can fit into any conversation anywhere. And then, please finish the sentence. From high school, I will always remember.
From high school, I'll always remember how much of a team like I was a part of. Even though theater's not a sport, we were still a team and we all worked together for that final product.
Yeah, no, you're a group of people coming together to perform a common goal, and I think team, family, I think they're all the same thing. Just because it has that sport connotation to it, I think you guys are a team, and you guys come together and perform some of the greatest productions we see in this side of the state. So I definitely would agree on the team. And then, what's the plans for next year?
Next year, I will be attending Western Connecticut State University, and I'm going to be majoring in theater performance. So I'll get to act and sing and do all of that, but I'll also get to learn how to manage, how to do like tech, hair and makeup, how to direct. I'll get to learn a little bit of the business side of it, so I'll be learning like every aspect. And then in the spring, I'm going to re-audition for the musical theater program, which that will just focus more on like musical stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And that's definitely a cool thing that you want to continue something that's been a part of your life, like you said, since second grade, and that you're just going to carry it on through the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So Emelie Gallow right here on the Panther Podcast. And that's going to do it for this episode of the Panther Podcast. I'd like to thank Emelie Gallow for taking the time out of her day to sit down and have a conversation with me. Executive producers, Mr. Jordan. Project supervisors, Dr. Bickwood. On-site producers, Hannah Irons. I'm Jacob Irons, signing off. Shout on those haters. Bye, guys.
I got a new attitude and a lease on life is a piece of mind. Seeking a find I can sleep when I die.